Hello YouTube, this is a clutch. Everybody knows that. This is a 10 tooth 41 chain. It's brand new. I've already oiled it, but before I oiled it, when I spun it like this, let's see, it's been about an inch and stop, but it's been about that far and stop. Now it spins pretty easy. That was from the stock Chinese little bit of grease they put in there. But this is what I use. I use this turbine oil. This stuff's made for electric motors, bearings, bushings, anything that spins and spins all day long. It's heat, holds up to heat. It's just good stuff for anything that spins. And you can use regular motor oil, which I've had good results with. I tried this grease, this synthetic brake and caliper grease. Didn't last very long. I've also tried just regular tub grease, synthetic, high temperature. It works. It works for a little while. Then it dries up. And to re-grease it, you've got to tear this thing down. Well, when it's on the bike like this, inboard, this oiler I have here, with this long spout, with my clutch cover off on my Phatmoto, I can get down in there behind there and put 3 or 4 drops of oil on that thing without tearing the clutch apart. Anyway, I'll show you where to oil the thing. You're going to need some snap ring pliers. If you don't have any, you can go to Harbor Freight or go anywhere. Don't spend $50, $30. Get a cheap set, $10 or less. But anyway, get some snap ring pliers and remove your snap ring. Be careful that it doesn't fly off and hit you in the eye. Like that. And clutch will come apart, like so. Take it apart. There you go. Look at there. Now, if your clutch is used and dirty, a lot of guys spray it out with air, or they use a brake cleaner. Just try to keep it off of this bearing surface here. But it doesn't hurt these shoes or in here. But this little inside bushing here, that's what you want to oil. Also too, there's a little shim here. Now I grease this shim. It goes down on the shaft. I actually grease that shim. But anyway, all you need to do is put a couple drops of oil on here. You can use motor oil. There. Take your finger and spin it around. Let it soak in. There. Okay, let that soak in. You can use motor oil too. Here's a little bit in the cap. Put some in the cap and put it in there. Now try to keep oil off of this drum or bell surface here where the shoes make contact. You want to keep your oil in that bushing and grease on that little washer, spacer, whatever it is. Now I use white lithium grease on there. But you only need a little bit. You don't want to get crazy with it. Okay. So the next thing you do is just put it back on your clutch. Put your snap ring back on. Make sure it seats in that little groove. And watch this thing spin. Anyway, when this is on the bike like this inboard, I take my flexible spout and I have it on the kickstand. You want the oil right there. Goes between that bushing and this drum. And let it soak in. I bet I have to oil my clutch on my Phatmoto maybe. I ride about 100 miles a month. I bet I have to do it twice, 3 times a month with this oil. Grease, every other day I'd have to take it apart and re-grease it. Okay, now this works for me. If it doesn't work for you, fine. However it works for you is good. This works for me, and it works good. I don't spend a lot of time oiling this clutch, and I don't spend a lot of time breaking it down. And that sucker holds up to heat, and it stays lubed, and it works. So anyway, that's what I do. And good luck, guys. I recommend oil. You can use grease, it works. You just have to do it all the time. You got to tear this thing down. So if you use oil, you can oil it while it's on the bike. It takes 30 seconds to pull that cover off. And that's about it. Good luck, and I'll talk to you later.